Hello, I'm Sarah Jamieson, and today I'm just going to show you how I curl my hair, because everyone always asks me or comments on my Facebook pictures of how I get the perfect curl. So I'm just going to show you how to do it without getting this porn curl. Okay, Sadie's on the drums. Right, so I've already curled the back of my hair, so I'm just going to show you quickly how to curl the sides. Now it's really simple, but the key thing to curling your hair is to curl it away from your face. Everything has to go backwards, okay? So I'm going to show you. So I'm going to take a 2-inch thick section. Now this is all extensions because my hair's really fine, but if you're doing your curling your natural hair, what you might need to do is each section you might need to spray with a bit of hairspray before you curl it. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. I've got a 2-inch thick section. These are the tongs that I'm using. These are from Topshop. These are 1 inch wide. I either use these or my Babyliss ones, but these ones are my favourite. They're the oldest. They cost me £10 from Topshop and they go everywhere with me. So I'm just going to show you. So the tong goes behind the hair, and you wrap the hair backwards. Obviously mind your fingers and try not to burn your ears. I quite often tend to do that. Now I do mine in quite a tight curl. I'll show you why. The bigger the curl, if you want more of a wave, what you need to do is not use a bigger tong, you need to take a thicker section. So you can see that that's really curly, okay? And it sits, can you see it sits much softer when it's away from the face? I hate it when I go out and see girls whose hair have curled really badly. It drives me nuts. Right, so again, use the tongue at the front, curl it backwards away from the face. So can you see? If I go a bit closer. But if you've got extensions, be careful not to burn. So you can see it's quite a big curl. But I'm going to show you how to go from this to a wave. Okay? So I know you're probably thinking, oh, that's a bit curlier than what I would normally do. But if you want it to last, the thing is, if you put a wave in your hair, it won't last. So you need to really have it a little bit tighter and allow for it to drop. So that's dropped, and can you see how that's sitting really nice? Now when I take my own hair down, so there's a couple more extensions there, my own hair down on this side, and the best way to blend extensions with your own hair as well when you're curling is to do this, right? So you can see I've got my fringe at the front, so just literally take your own hair with the extensions or without, wrap it behind so you include your own hair in the extensions. A lot of faux pas that people make is curling their clip-ins first and then putting them in their hair and then curling their own hair, because then they get two different types of curl. So one thing you definitely need to do is curl your own hair with the extensions, otherwise you don't get the right look. So this is what I do. Now obviously you can back comb and do all sorts of things to your hair if you want to. I tend to give it a little bit of a back comb, but I will show you in a second. So I'm just going to curl these front bits back. Hair with this fringe bit, what I'm going to do is take the tong behind and I'm going to wrap it round like this. So I've already blow dried my hair previous to curling it, so I've already given it a little bit of body at the front, so you see that's kicking back quite nicely. Don't worry if it's too flicky or too curly, because you can always sort that out afterwards. So let me, so just, and you might get this, you see like that, there's a straight bit sticking out. We can deal with that bit afterwards. So twist it round, but you don't want to leave it there for too long, because otherwise it will go too curly, right? So now I'm just going to show you. So take your brush, brush it all the way through, back. So you can see I'm giving it a really good, thorough brush. So you can see, ta-da! Although that bit needs, does that need a bit more of a curl? Oh no, actually it's fine. Right, so because my fringe drives me nuts, let's sort that bit out for a start. My fringe has got a mind of its own. So I'm just going to back comb underneath my fringe and just let it sit down. Same on the other side. Back comb underneath. And then what you can do, if you want to, I kind of like rough it up underneath. Give it a bit of a... The good thing about these Remy extensions is that they don't mat, so even if I do back comb it, it's easily brushed out, so I don't end up... Give it a really good... Oh, I'm running out of hairspray. Give it a really good spray. And ta-da! The finished look is done. Beautiful. So you can follow me on Twitter at sassybowstyling or visit my website www.sassybowstyling.co.uk. Thank you very much. Bye.